Did it. He did it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode number 50. 50, the big 50 of the
Corey
seven.
Maggette.
Corey Maggette.
Corey
Wow.
Maggette. You guys weren't expecting that one, were you?
Long-time
I
Clipper.
like it. That's good. Yeah.
Wow. Long-time Clipper, Corey Maggette.
Wait, wasn't he a Piston?
You know the number,
Wait,
not us.
I thought he was a Clipper as well.
Yeah.
Wait, I always thought he was a long-time Piston.
Wow.
I thought he was a long-time Piston. Okay.
Bub.
Maybe he had a stint with him.
We are now here with more questions than we arrived with. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 50 of the 7-4 Sports Show. Bub, David Robinson. Low-hanging
No,
fruit.
that was the one I was like, nah, I'm not going
Just go with
David
the
Robinson.
Admiral and call it a day, man. Wimby is the next Tim Duncan, who was the next David Admiral. Just go ahead and call it a day. We are joined by my lifelong brother and local stupidity major, Bub. Welcome to the show.
I'd like Jester.
Jester works just fine. We are also joined by senior basketball guy this evening, Andrew Brown. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, boys?
Not a lot. We are just personally
Happy to
be here, and we love everything about it. And we are also joined by the degenerate gambler himself, if he had $20, Rob Canner. Rob, welcome to the show.
What's happened? Happy to be here.
Man, we know you are. We all are happy to be here. It's a beautiful evening in the 740. A little cloudy, a little rainy, but in the 70s.
Yeah, the hurricane.
The hurricane is working its way through the hills, Bub, of the 740. And, well, we're going to spend the evening inside while the kids spend the evening outside. So no footprints running around upstairs this evening, boys and girls. It's just me and you three fine gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get right down into it. Bub, you were the most local gentleman this morning. You spent the day on top of the hill.
Yeah, I took a little trip up to the high school and watched the 7-on-7. There was 4 teams there. I mean, including Jackson. I think it was Jackson, Paint Valley, Portsmouth West, and Nelsonville York.
Okay. And honestly, I was excited to see some photos from that, Bub. You sent me some images. You gave me a little bit of a recap, which you're going to share with us here in just a moment. Boys, high school football's back. It's back.
Yep. Ain't nothing better than the Friday Night Lights.
You're right. And we've all been there. We've all experienced them. And it's insane. The fall is well on its way back. And Ironton has a gigantic 7-on-7 this weekend, or this Friday, with a lineman challenge as well. But, Bub, before we get to all that, go ahead and talk to us. What was your takeaway from this afternoon's 7-on-7 on top of the hill?
Windy and rainy to start it off. I wasn't really expecting to make my way up there, but ended up doing it after a trip to Walmart, I think. Yeah, Walmart. Okay. But no, I was able to catch Jackson playing defense against Paint Valley at the time, and then I believe Nelsonville York was on offense against Portsmouth West on the other end of the field. Okay. And I was really more focused on Jackson's side, of course. Jackson, or the kid from Paint Valley, the quarterback, he looked like a stud right off the bat. He was making really good throws, rolling out, putting some heat behind the ball. Yeah. So he was looking. I mean, he impressed me. He had a good build to him and everything. I don't know. I couldn't get his name or anything like that, but he seemed like a pretty good athlete. So that offense looked like they clicked a little bit. Jackson's defense struggled. But 7-on-7s, I don't really pay attention to the defense as much because there's no rush or anything like that. The quarterback kind of has his free time and everything. It's a lot different game, but I do like to look at the quarterback and the receivers and kind of see how they gel and kind of the crispness of their routes and the timing and everything. So now on the flip side, Jackson's offense with Bodie at quarterback, he looked like he was just picking back up from last year where they left off. He looked very good as well.
He played great in that playoff game to wrap up the year, despite Jackson losing and, a heartbreaker in that playoff game. He played great to wrap up the year, and I thought he played his best football late in the year.
Yeah, and it seems like he's bringing that confidence back into this season. I mean, he looks like a leader, the leader you want in a quarterback. It started 2 seasons now, I believe.
Yeah, going into his junior year, man.
Yeah, so already, started 2 seasons under his belt, so he's got the maturity. And he's done a very good job at developing quarterbacks throughout the years as far as whenever he has to reload at quarterback position. So I think they're going to be all right. Defensively, the secondary and everything. I mean, they're gonna have some work, but that's what you got the whole next 2 months for.
Yeah, yeah. And Coach Hong, his staff, they do a great job using the time that they do get, to take advantage of that time and to take advantage of those opportunities to get all the work in that they can. Brown, we spend a lot of time watching Jackson Ironman football together on top of that hill in the fall. Talk to me about what you're looking forward to this fall, man, with the Ironman.
Man, I'm looking forward to the quarterback play as well, dude. I'm seeing, like Bubba was talking about, how well he kind of matures, takes that next step forward, kind of see where he's taking strides in, and going from there.
Yeah, Bodie's going to be something else, man. His maturity last year, I think, if he can keep that, he can keep it where it was, but if he advances that, I mean, he's going to be able to conduct that offense in a way that's pretty good for an Ironman quarterback. We've seen a lot of good ones, but Bodie, I think Bodie can be up there with some of the best that we've seen in the next 2 years. I look for him to give us some of the best Ironman football we've seen in a long time. Rob, kind of an outside looking in. You watch a lot of streams of Ironman football. You get the feel of it virtually a lot of the times. You didn't play for Coach Hall. You didn't, you didn't necessarily go through the same experience that Bob and I did. So what do you look at and what do you kind of take away when you're watching Ironman football on Friday nights in the fall?
I mean, they still seem like the same old Ironman, hard nosed, hard hitting. They're going to come after you. From everything I've seen, it's never stopped. I don't think there's been a year where an Ironman football team isn't like that. So that's always good to see. And hopefully I'll be able to make it down to some games this year on some Friday nights. So
I'll tell you what, it'd be a great time to get the 740 sports show, or maybe just us there to watch a game or two. But boy, I'll tell you what, there was something about maybe doing a little bit of a Friday night hoopla on top of the hill for us that just does something for me. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? I don't know. Hey, one can dream, one can wish, right, boys and girls? So who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Who knows what the fall holds? But nonetheless, man, there's a lot to look forward to if you're an Ironman football fan. I know you're graduating a few key guys, but you're still keeping not only Bodie, but I think Nolan Johnson was an integral part of that offense. You're bringing back Jacob Allen, what's going to be a junior offensive lineman as well, who's received a few D1 offers as well. So again, this is an Ironman offense that, they lost a few key guys here and there, but ultimately they're bringing back a lot of guys too, a lot of crucial key guys. So,
whoa, hey, we'll take over from here. Oh, by the way, Rob, since they're gone, I'm going to shout out number 18 for Portsmouth West, because I was watching the other end, Portsmouth West versus Nelsonville York.
Okay.
And dude, this kid, first of all, his thighs and quads massive. The kid. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I was like, geez, for a high school kid, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Then, I was just telling Rob about this. The kid from Portsmouth West. Yeah, dude, he made this kid hit the nay on the sidelines. He juked him out so bad. So.
I'm sorry that I missed part of that story, boys and girls.
Oh, no, you're good. It was just me and Rob, so I had to take over host duties. I'm about to delete that code beside the name. I was just telling the dude. Okay, so now that you're here, I was telling the story. Kid from Portsmouth West, super jacked legs.
Your show, dog. Do it.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone.
You cook, Bob.
But no, this kid, I'm telling you, his freaking legs for a wide receiver. He was, I don't know how tall he was, maybe 5'10", massive legs. And he catches just this quick little out route on the sidelines, and man, he jukes out this defender to where he was hitting the nay. It was so bad. But that kid looks like an athlete, and it looked like Portsmouth West is going to focus on him a lot this year. So he'd be interesting to see.
Hey, Bub,
no.
For people that don't know what the nay looks like, can you show us?
Not right now. I got I've got boots on and jeans, so I'm still in my street clothes and everything. I gotta get into the jammies.
I think that's a off for the nay, bro.
I don't know if I could ever do the nay to begin with. I don't know if I know the nay. Huh?
Hey, Bub, go ahead and tell what's the best. Hey, you told a really good story just now about 7-on-7s. Best receiver move you've ever seen in a 7-on-7. Go. I know.
The kid. Is it Caleb Southworth?
It was Caleb Southworth.
Yeah, whenever he hit Cruz's. Oh man. Yeah, Cruz lined up our quarterback at the time. Why he was playing DB.
I think it was the last snap I ever saw Cruz play.
Yeah, it was a very quick one, and Caleb just lined up D1 wide receiver going against the quarterback.
Michigan.
Yeah, just quarterback that shouldn't have been defensive, like playing defense at all, let alone secondary. And Caleb just, I mean, Greers goes to go up to press him, and I'm
He
like,
went
hey,
out
he's an
with his
idiot.
helmet unstrapped, bro.
Yeah. And Caleb just
Oh,
like
man.
slaps his hands, slaps his face mask down.
Bro.
Cruz's helmet goes flying down, and Caleb's
Oh
off.
no.
He
I mean,
pushed
it's just a deep bomb tutty.
pushed Cruz's helmet down literally over his eyes, ran by him, and caught a touchdown on a fade route, dog.
I think you got to hang it up after that.
I think he
Yeah,
did. I don't
say,
think.
yeah.
Listen, bro. I
At
think
least
he
on
did.
defense.
At least on defense. Yeah, at least on defense for sure. But anyway,
Yeah, welcome
bro,
to the league moment there. Jeez.
bro. Hey, Caleb Southworth was a dog again, man.
He
Rest
was.
in peace, Caleb Southworth, brother. He's a dude. But nonetheless, boys and girls, we're back here. We've been talking. Bub gave his 7-on-7 selection. We were talking about the gentleman from Paint Valley just a moment ago, Bub, and go ahead and give me let's go ahead and get back to him for just a moment. Your exact thoughts on him before I lost you.
The quarterback?
Yeah, I
Or-
believe so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought the Paint Valley quarterback played phenomenal in the series against Jackson. Like I said, once the rain started coming down, I only stayed for about 30 minutes. But he looked very good. The ball placement was good. He was hitting the every side of the field, every sideline. He was killing us with the seam up the middle.
All
It
right.
looked like Jackson was a little behind and just
Okay.
they were a step behind on everything. They just gotta tighten up. They gotta get in sync with everything. Their guys they gotta play some snaps together. I don't know how many passing scrimmages they've had, but this can't be but the second or third at most. So
I think that's part of what makes Jackson special because Coach Hall's so willing to use young talent that early in the year it takes that team and that program a little bit of time to gel. First game, 2, 3.
absolutely.
Scrimmages for Jackson are night and day from what you're going to get in week 7 from that squad, for a scrimmage. So, Coach Hall, I respect the decisions he makes, the risks he takes, the younger guys he tries to utilize, and that man will use depth beyond everything, man. So, like I said, good time to be an Ironman fan. Bub, if you had to rank those 4 or 5 teams that you got to witness today,
Like in order of how I thought they performed.
Yeah, Rob
For
gave
a
you the
half an hour
look.
performance. Yep.
Rob,
Yeah,
gave you the look,
based
Bub.
off of
ahead.
what I've seen. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Paint Valley kind of highlighted it all. I thought they looked very good. Jackson second.
Obviously, this is all based off
That's
offense.
2.
Yeah, this is literally based off of 30 minutes of time, and then give me Nelsonville, York, and then Portsmouth West.
Okay, so you got Paint Valley leading the way. Watch this, Rob.
Yeah.
You ready for this, Rob?
I'm ready for it.
48 minutes of Friday Night Football, Bub. Who you got, Paint Valley or Jackson?
Jackson.
Okay.
Well, you're completely taking out
no.
Jackson's strength, which has always been its offensive
always-
line
Well,
and
offensive
defensive
line,
line.
run game. Yeah, I know, but I had to poke the bear a little bit there,
Yeah.
Bub. I had to poke it some. No, man. I love that the Jackson squad's getting tested early again. They're going to have another chance on Friday to be tested when they go to Ironton. We saw that lineup, Bub. We talked about that lineup just yesterday. Everyone from Ironton to Huber Heights, Wayne. I mean, even the smaller schools win. So that's going to be a big test for the Ironmen on Friday. I think that'll be a fun one. Not sure if we're going to be able to get down there. Lineman Challenge beginning at 11 a.m. And then obviously you got the 7-on-7 stuff going on the rest of the day. But fun time to be an Ironman football fan, Southeast Ohio football fan for sure. But we're going to go ahead and change gears here, Bub. We appreciate your ranking them and giving us your honest opinions. You do what you... Oh, bless you. Wow. It's like I know you. We're going to go ahead and do what we do.
Knows him.
It's like we do have the same nose. We're going to go ahead and look forward here. And hey, senior basketball guy, Andrew Brown, go ahead and give us a little bit of your thoughts, assessments, and expectations for this year's 2024 Olympics in Paris. We're sending a pretty good squad over there for Team USA. What are your thoughts,
we
Brown?
It's like night and day from last year, isn't it? I mean, can you remember
Oh my God.
last year's roster? I mean,
Yeah, you're like
Jalen Brunson,
Holly and
Paulo
Edwards.
Banchero. I mean, they highlighted the squad.
yeah, don't
Josh
get me wrong,
Hart.
these guys are great players, but they're not the top of the line players that we've got for the most part here this year.
Wasn't Walker Kessler on there? I mean,
He was. He was.
No,
A,
he's
he,
certainly
no, he
getting
was.
chopped.
He was the bottom of the barrel, bub. He was like last man guy. Come on.
well, the barrel was only half full.
Well, I mean, it's a good point.
That's fair.
So,
Can't argue.
I mean, have you guys seen the roster yet? I thought
For
it would be
this year?
kind of fun to. Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of fun to try and figure out. See you, bub. Try and figure out who the starting 5 would be.
Hey, bub. Welcome back.
Hello.
Bub. I mean, we can get a 5th opinion on the starting 5 too if we need.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. Yeah, we might as well. We might as well.
All right, I'm gonna read off these names here.
We
So got-
cannot put that man's opinion on the air in any capacity. I love everyone in my family, but that man's opinion can never go on the air.
He might
Shout
last
out
5
Dad,
seconds.
brother.
All right. So what were we talking about?
All right,
Kawhi's
we're
out.
Kawhi's out. Yeah, so he just
Yeah.
got replaced,
he sure is.
just got replaced by Derek White.
Derek
Not
White's
really a
in.
I'm
not
surprised they
really
didn't put
surprised.
Bronny in there.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I mean,
Why not at that point? I'm surprised people aren't complaining about Caitlin Clark not being on the men's
So I was gonna
Olympic
say,
team.
who do you think the biggest snub is, Caitlin Clark or Bronny not making?
At this point, it might be Cooper Flag.
I'm with you there.
Dude, he's cooking.
Yeah. Dude,
He's
that
cooking.
guy. He's
Ain't gonna be a
special,
dookie.
man. That's why you've got multiple teams right now, just including my Bulls, trying to be as terrible as possible just to get this guy because he is.
Well,
that
they'll
special.
do it.
Yeah, they're on pace to.
I hope. I'll give somebody $20. I'll give somebody Rob's $20
Rob.
right now.
Rob
I
can
know.
do a
Being
lot
out
with
of there.
$20. Rob can do a lot with $20.
So we got this. We got Bam, Booker, Curry, Anthony
Yeah.
Davis, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Embiid, Halliburton, Holiday, James, Tatum, and then White. So obviously a much better team than last year. Going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
I expect nothing but gold, to be honest. I mean, everybody should have those kind of expectations with this type of roster. So yeah, it's got to be gold or bust. It has to be. I mean, for every year, it has to be like that.
I agree.
I'm
I'm just giving you a hard time. I completely
gonna
agree.
say I don't know what do you.
If
rate
we
for
get a silver
or
with
what?
LeBron James at 40 years old being voted best player, by the way, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just a respect thing, though. I mean,
Yeah,
He's
that was
so
gonna
close,
say
though,
right.
yeah.
Like he's not actually the best player on the roster,
yeah.
right?
You
Like we
don't
can
think
all
he
agree
is?
that. No.
You've got a team full of egotistical young guys. I don't see Anthony Edwards voting for anyone but Anthony Edwards. I mean, I'm sorry, but am I wrong?
I mean,
Did they say it was unanimous?
No.
I think if you just took the basketball Olympics situation out of it, I think if you rank them, I think Embiid is even higher than LeBron right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. The guy's 40. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
he's in year 22. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you got to limit his minutes throughout the whole season. That alone is a deterrent for me.
Yeah. I mean, just from a talent perspective, we're not talking
Who?
about minutes, Bob. Come on.
Well,
Well, I'm
Embiid-
just saying. You're also. This is kind of like asking who would you rather have on your team?
Hold up. You got to limit whose minutes?
LeBron's.
More
Oh, I thought
than
you were talking about
Embiid's?
Embiid. I thought you were talking about Embiid.
Well, no, I mean, I'm
More
not.
than
No,
Embiid?
I mean, I'm not comparing him to Embiid. I'm comparing like just LeBron's minutes in general. I'd rather have a fresh Anthony Edwards that can play every minute.
How many minutes did he play a game last year? I'd say it was over 34.
But how many games did he play?
Have to look it up. I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Yeah,
I bet
LeBron
it
is
was-
LeBron is pacing himself for the playoffs
I bet it
every
was-
year.
I bet it was minimum 65.
It's two different arguments whenever you're talking about would I rather start an organization with somebody, one of these guys, or would I rather win like a game 7 with these guys? Because then your top 5s are totally different. In my
I'm
opinion.
talking about starting a year right now. Who you got to take you all the way to the end? Like who you want?
I mean,
1 year.
Jason Tatum just took him to the finals.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown made him finish it.
He did, but I mean, Tatum was also playing defense too.
Along with a weak Eastern Conference.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not going to argue if you say Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, you will.
I was gonna say DeMar DeRozan just because he was your last
You
hope,
will.
but
You
I
will.
love DeMar, man.
So who do they
the
put on Wemby?
marvelous.
What is? Who do they
Who
put on
do they
Wemby?
put? Yeah, who do they put on Wemby?
Embiid probably,
Hmm.
or Anthony Davis, one of the two.
Just let Embiid just bully him.
Yeah, it's Embiid or Anthony.
Yeah, I
Davis.
mean, Embiid did that during the regular season when he wasn't healthy. Didn't Embiid drop 52 on him this year?
It was a lot, I think.
Yeah,
It was a 52 or 62 game. It was one or the other.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Wemby got 30.
Yeah, who was going to stop Embiid in the paint anyways? Like, there's only maybe two guys. Anthony Davis would have the best opportunity to do that. Bubba definitely could.
Plumlee could.
I mean, Plumlee.
Shout out, dude.
Bubba could barely stop Quinn.
That's true.
But I thought this kind of leads into it, like what your guys' top 5 would be, though. Because, I mean, you got a bunch of big names here, a couple older guys.
Yeah.
I mean, who would your top 5 be? Personally, for me, I've got Steph, I've got Anthony Davis, or Embiid. It's one of those guys or both, maybe.
Hey, AD's looking good right now, though. Like, he looks fit. He looks in shape. He looks lean.
Are you talking top 5 or starting 5?
No, starting 5.
Let's go start.
Okay.
You said top, but let's go starting 5.
Yeah. So Tatum,
Steph, AD, or Embiid.
Yeah, Steph, AD, Embiid, maybe both of them. Durant and LeBron.
No, Anthony Edwards.
It's a big lineup. Anthony Edwards would be one that you would.
No,
maybe if you're a smaller lineup. That's a good look at it.
I think there's a certain time where you got to come off the bench, man. And Anthony Edwards being the best player is one thing, but earning the spot to be the best player is another.
Try telling him that, man.
I mean, he played on the Olympics all year.
Anthony Edwards.
What? Because he played last season, bub?
I think you take AD out of that lineup and put Anthony Edwards.
I think you take AD out as well, and then you take Ant-Man, but you have LeBron navigating it with Curry just moving around the whole offense.
Worldwide, no one can compete with that size on the perimeter on 2 different positions at the 4 and 5. No way. I'll take AD over AE all day. To start, just to start. Listen,
I'm not saying putting him at the 4. I'm just saying like he could shift it around, and put him at
right, but you're going to end up going small versus going big. Give me the size.
I just don't think you need a double big. I just don't think it's a double big game anymore.
I think it is at the international.
I think one
level,
big is perfectly sufficient.
The only spot where I think it is. You've got 2 slashers. You've got 2 bigs who are capable of stretching to the perimeter. I'm okay with that starting 5. Brown, we don't agree about a lot basketball-wise. I'm okay with that starting 5. If you want to go small and bring AE in, I'll live with it. But I'll go big in the Olympics, boys.
Yeah. There's so much versatility with this roster. I mean, like we were saying, you could go small.
It's all philosophy.
Yeah.
It's all whatever Steve Kerr decides he wants to do, you can't miss, right? Like,
I feel like with all the good passing, you put Ant on there, they're going to run the guts out of the other teams and just.
Let's also, dude, I know it's going to be so fun to watch. Let's also talk about not only Steve Kerr but Ty Lue, Eric Spoelstra, right? Like these are the assistants, guys, on this roster. Not only guys that have years of Olympic experience, but years of managing these same guys who are headlining this roster. It's going to be freaking awesome to watch this. I don't say it lightly. 08, phenomenal team. Phenomenal team. Maybe my favorite Olympic team of my lifetime. This is going to rival it. It's going to be great.
Didn't LeBron get like 1 or 2 of those guys fired?
He also got him a
chip,
won a
chip with Ty Lue.
Well,
and he
Ty Lue got stepped over by AI and didn't even have like a life after that. So I mean, LeBron kind of revived his life after that.
He won a chip with Ty Lue. He won a chip with Eric Spoelstra and came back from 3-1 to defeat Steve Kerr. You really want to talk about this right now, Rob?
I just thought that he got him fired. I didn't.
Thank you for putting Degen beside the title. We appreciate
I know nothing about the NBA.
Yeah, we appreciate everything you do. We're
but
going
did
to
he
get
get
to
him
your
fired?
segment. He won chips for him before anything.
It was a yes or no question.
Probably not then. I mean,
I don't think he ever got Spoelstra fired, did he?
He's literally coached for the same organization. He's been with the team for 30 drafts.
Yeah.
Eric Spoelstra has been with the Miami Heat for 30 drafts.
He's not going anywhere.
Ain't leaving. He's leaving Miami when he wants to leave Miami. It's awesome.
Exactly.
He's living a life.
And speaking on these coaches too, like we're talking about the dynamics of the Stars and trying to keep everybody happy and keeping them in roles that they want to be in.
Yeah,
Those three guys know how to coach and they know how to deal with that. I mean,
they do.
Popovich is the only other guy that you could bring in that would be able to help.
What'd you
facilitate
say?
Any of that?
What'd you say?
Popovich.
Coach
I don't think
Ken?
you can say that on the air. Will we have to bleep that? We might have to bleep that. You're good,
You can.
Brown.
Thanks.
We won't bleep it.
Appreciate it.
But no, I think you're right. So you think gold or bust? You said.
Yes,
I'm with
absolutely.
you. I'm with you, gold or bust. Rob Brown.
Isn't that every
Rob
year
Bud-
with
Yeah, I
USA
think that's just
basketball?
a-
Like,
It wasn't for me last year, dude.
Yeah,
it
last
really
year.
wasn't. Not for the FIBA. If they took top 3, if they placed, I was happy because it was such a young squad and international play is so different. You've heard Kobe talk about it. You've heard D-Wade talk about it. You've heard LeBron talk about it. It is so different. The style of play, even the ball's different. Like that documentary.
it's always win or bust for me. You get first, nobody
Yeah.
remembers second and third.
That's
Correct.
right.
but
You
at the
gotta
same
get that
time,
first.
When you're
It-
playing with the team that's above the select team, like you're a level above the select team, Cooper Flagg would have headlined last year's team. True or false?
I don't remember last year's team, so
Mm.
true.
I'm gonna say false.
Yeah, I'd probably have to bring up that roster.
I think he had headlined this year's team. That's just-
Brunson,
Why would you have
Halliburton,
to bring up
Ant-Man,
that roster?
Josh Hart, Adebayo was the 5. Did they have Miles Turner at the time? Was he on there?
I think you're right. Actually, I think it was Miles Turner.
Miles Turner
And then after that, I could-
underperformed last year at the Olympic level, or not the Olympic level, the international level. Miles Turner underperformed. He was like one of the key guys who underperformed at the international level.
Oh,
He
I
had a
don't
pretty good
see
regular
Miles Turner
season.
on here.
No, he wasn't.
No, Bobby Portis was though. What a name!
Yeah, I mean that's an enforcer. That's who you bring him on. You know, whenever
You bring him
things
on
get tough.
because you've got 11 guys who are under the age of drinking alcohol, and that's pretty much what that roster was last year.
Eric,
Not
I'm looking
exactly, but it was pretty young. It was pretty inexperienced, especially at the international level.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't have the star power you have. I mean, I think honestly their biggest star power was probably either Halliburton at the time or maybe Anthony Edwards, because I don't
It
think
had to be Ant,
Jalen.
man.
Yeah, I don't think Jalen Brunson really was where he's at now. Obviously, so
Yeah.
Paolo
definitely
wasn't.
had
I
that
mean,
star power.
Paolo was kind of up on the uprise as well,
was
right?
good, but he was coming off his rookie
He was another
year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Ant had the best summer of everyone last year just because, again, he proved that he was a man among men for that team. He was the, when he dunked on, who was it? When he dunked on,
Jarrett Jackson.
Yeah, when he dunked on him and then was like, I thought you was defensive player of the year. Like, when you start doing things like that, that's trash talk, boys and girls.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's putting yourself above everybody. Anthony Edwards hyped me up coming into the season. I thought he had a great season. He went from being a guy that headlined a pretty weak squad to now I do think he'll come off the bench. But, man, when he tags in with 4 minutes to go in international play, you best believe I'll be ready. I won't go anywhere until the end of the first quarter. It's not going to happen. I'll watch every game if I can.
It's going to be a fun watch, man. They're like I was saying, they're going to be very versatile. You're going to see different lineups. You're going to see big lineups. You're going to see stretch 5 lineups. I mean, dude, you could even put Jason Tatum at the 5 if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Let alone, Kevin Durant. So it's going to be so many different styles of basketball all
KD.
in one game.
KD on that roster is nasty too. Hey, you mentioned stretch 5. Our buddy Costello commented, you guys are making me realize that the only thing I know about basketball is how to breed my own starting 5.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
How's that for a stretch
Oh,
5,
God.
boys and girls? In
I
the
mean,
Costello
he's
household?
working on a football team.
Hey, man, Costello,
He
you're
is.
going to have yourself a football squad here before long, brother. You keep hard at it. Or maybe soft at it. Hey, we're going to get it moving. We're going to get it moving back to what we do best, which is, being degenerates and losing money here. Before we get out of that, though, Brown, anything else before we wrap up on Paris Olympics 2024?
Just real quick, it looks like their first kind of scrimmage is against
Tonight.
Canada. Is it against Canada, right?
Tonight, yep, at 10:30.
Right?
Oh,
Oh,
Dylan
nice.
Brooks, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. What
Yep.
squad? What time?
It's the first of 5 exhibition, 10:30.
10:30. Is it on the?
Nice.
Is it on
And
NBA?
Jamal Murray.
Where can I get this?
I don't.
Come on, Aaron.
I'm looking it up.
Here, I'll read some names then. Jamal Murray as well.
Yeah, Jamal Murray. Is he playing? Like he's healthy. He's good.
I think he's good to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Andrew Nimhard from the Pacers
Yeah.
had a great year last
he had
year.
another good year too. Another role guy.
Yep. And then Lou Dort from OKC.
Yeah,
another
OKC.
excellent defender. Yeah.
Hey,
and
big
RJ
bodied
Barrett.
guy.
So they've got a great squad. I think I saw like they have a record this year for the most NBA players. I
That's
think it was
awesome.
Like 10 or 11.
It'll be on Fox.
Fox. 10:30.
It says the Fox family of networks. 10:30.
Fox family. Here we go. All right, I'll begin.
Wait, today's Wednesday. Yeah.
I'll begin that search to figure out exactly.
FFN.
FFN. All right. Well, we'll begin that search to figure out exactly where the game is. Hey, thanks for that insight, boys and girls. We appreciate that, and that's what we're going to be watching this evening.
Yeah, that'll be a good watch tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Here now, I know that's going to be a watch tonight, but I'm not sure that that's going to be one of those that we bet on tonight. Who knows? Because we are about to head into one of our favorite segments, known as Rob's Degenerate Gambling segment, known as If I Was a Betting Man. Now,
If I was.
This is a segment dedicated to gambling. If we did have $20, Rob.
Correct.
If you were a gambler who spent money in the gambling world, gambling on sports, but we're not, because that would be a degenerate thing to do.
Correct.
And we didn't
Don't
even
gamble, you'll lose.
Don't gamble, you'll lose, right? And Rob, to be honest with you, I didn't even have $20. Do you have $20?
No.
Does anyone in this
If
chat
I did, my kids would ask me to go to the grocery store get gummies or something with it. So.
Okay, wow. Okay, a gummy run for $20 in 2024 could be interesting, but nonetheless,
kids want them.
Kids gummies.
I still got $20 in my Venmo from beating Britt and Trey in golf last week that I don't really know how to like withdraw to my bank or whatever. So I just leave it in there.
Screenshot.
Wow.
Did you get a chance to tell your brother about how our friends tried to cheat us for out of $10?
But no. Yeah, this is your story to tell. You caught him red-handed in 4K.
Oh, hang on. Go ahead, boys and girls.
So,
I am strapped in.
I was very surprised. Very good friends of ours, and I'm going to put them on blast because they deserve it.
I need names.
Yes, Britton and Trey.
So
we did a little 2v2 best ball scramble. $10 a man aside, just to make it interesting, because we found $20. To be honest, I didn't have $20.
I was going to say,
going to lose.
You guys were JC's.
You weren't going to pay.
Hey, well, here's what happened. Did you guys happen to find it there walking on the hole one? Is that?
Yes.
Dude, I find $20 there every time I go out there.
I found it on the putting green right beside the tee box.
I have a hard time believing you earned any money on the putting green. Let's keep going.
But so anyways, I don't remember what hole it was. All thing I do know is I believe they were beating us by
it was hole 10.
It was hole okay, so
no 11. The whole 11. It was right after the par 3. It was the par 5.
Okay.
All right, so we beat them on the front.
Yeah.
They were up on us 2 strokes. We came back and beat them. And then on the back there, we didn't hit our drive as far as theirs. So we had already
or as straight. Definitely not as straight as theirs.
We got it up to the green. So Bubba's driving. He just takes off driving. They're getting ready to hit. Britt had already lost his ball in the creek. And then so we're in front of him. We can't see him. We're off to the right on the cart path going towards the green. And I look over my right shoulder and I just see a white ball zooming by me going into the woods. And I see him going to go to try to hit another one. I said, Bub, he didn't see me hit that. He just went out of bounds. He didn't think I seen it. And he goes, we got to call him out on it. I said, I'll see if they lie to me first.
Oh, you. Hey, wait.
Smart.
Wait. Trey Valentine in the chat. Don't believe a word he says.
And with the dots, yeah.
Hey, another man, another one. Preston Wagner. Britt would never do wrong. Go ahead, boys.
Toad.
So
Preston Wagner.
Their ball ended up about 40 yards before the green.
Yeah.
And we get up to the green, we finish, and I said, what'd you guys get? And Britton goes, we got a par. And I just started laughing.
Oh boy.
I said, come on, man, for $10. I said, you're gonna lie to me for $10. And he said, what? We got a 4. Like he's defensive. Like,
oh, Trey, it's a tough look for you guys right now.
And then Trey blamed it all on Britton because Britton just threw the ball out there and he hit it, is what he said.
Oh, so it's Britt's fault that he hit the ball. Okay.
Correct.
It says Trey's left the chat. I'm just kidding. Hey, it's pretty damning. It's pretty damning.
Yeah, I would have never have thought that I would have friends try to cheat me out of $10.
I mean, I could have seen it from Britt, but Trey just like nonchalantly whacking that ball down the fairway after he hits it into the. Yeah. What's sad is they won the first hole on the back nine too. They were already 1 up on the back 9.
Yeah.
And they had to cheat right after they just won a hole.
By 8 on the back 9, right?
Yeah, they did. It was bad. They paid us before the 18th tee shot.
That's the best part.
Well, all I can say is that both Britt and Trey say that you screwed them on the holes before. I'm not going to say whether that's true or not. You guys can decide that on your own.
They screwed themselves.
Maybe we just need a rematch of the 2v2.
I would love to live.
Anytime. $10 again. $10 a side again. $20. $100. I don't care.
We need way more money on it than that.
Live, I'll do it.
Okay. Hey, Britt, Trey, go ahead and comment if you guys are willing to do that 2v2. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving here, though. Rob, we made some money playing golf this weekend, but we didn't necessarily bet.
No.
Let's do it, but I need a new partner, said Trey. So, hey, doesn't count. Britt says, let's make it happen live on the sports show. Trey says, I need a new partner. Shortly thereafter. So, Trey, very little faith. Hey, we're here for all of it. We'll be happy to film that 2v2, by the way. We'll be happy to take the show on the road. Producer Trav, we'll take it out there. But we're going to go ahead and keep it moving here, Rob. You made money at the golf course, but didn't necessarily gamble at the golf course.
No, it's not a gamble when you know it's going to happen. You know
certainties, they say. Not exactly a degenerate when you know that you're gambling on sure money. So let's go ahead. If you were a degenerate and you were betting with $20, what would you go ahead and do with it this evening? There's a lot going on in the sports world.
If I was a betting man and if I had $20,
which we don't.
I looked at a few baseball games this evening coming up. Got the Pirates at Brewers. I got the Brewers as one.
Who you got tonight?
I was going to say, I think he's doing better with it. He sounds like
Milwaukee.
You think so?
You know, I'm only picking them just so you guys make fun of me.
Every time.
Every time. So.
Every episode.
Well, heck, you keep winning. Might as well keep making fun of you.
And then we got the Rangers at the Angels. I'm taking the Rangers as 130 favorites. And then you got the Braves at the Diamondbacks, 108 favorites. I'm taking the Braves.
These are adding up here quick, Rob.
Is this a four-legger? Little four-legger. Little stretch.
Last time you did that. Last time you added that leg.
Hey, boys and girls. I want to go. Hey, congratulations on what you've done, Rob. You've been cooking in the kitchen. You've been doing well. You're like, I think 13 or 15-1 in all of these so far.
Correct.
You're cooking, and your luck of the day has yet to miss.
So
your luck of the day is yet to miss.
That is true.
I just feel like out of all people, like Rob was like born, to be concerned about like the size of his legs.
Well, let me tell you, I don't care how big this man's legs are because his wallet is padding up, boys and girls.
If I would have put money on it, you're right.
Let me rephrase that. His wallet would be if he had $20.
Right.
So unfortunately, we just don't. But hey, let's go ahead and get that last one here.
Leg.
I need that lock.
Last leg is the Giants. They're at home against the Blue Jays. They're 162 favorites. That gets you a plus 791. If you had $20, it'd make you $178. Wow. So
hey, Trav, hang on. Hey, Trav, you got $20 over there?
You got.
Trav might have $20.
Might have 20. You might need to put it on there.
I wouldn't those are pretty good odds.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Well, if you were though, like a bet you would, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, we love it.
And my ain't no doubt
Not one doubt. Not one at all.
is going to be the Brewers.
Is it
course.
chilly in here? Or is it just the
Brewers.
Brewers?
All right.
Let's
My
go.
reasoning behind it, they got smoked last night by Pittsburgh. They were favorites. Brewers
I'm
were
sold.
favorites. Listen to me. They should have never lost. Never, ever lost. And then they get smoked. So and they're at home. They're coming back. They're favorites again. Got a better pitcher on the mound tonight. They're going to take it away. That is the ain't no doubt pick of the week.
Lock it
Well,
in.
if there's somebody that understands not winning a game that you feel like you should have won, it's me. So
Absolutely. Yikes. Hey, 20 years of history down the drain, Jackson Wellston, 2010. Hey, lock the Brewers in, though, because that's way more of a sure thing than Jackson versus Wellston was Bub's senior year. And that's going to be the ain't no doubt lock of the day, Bub. Great segue for us here.
yeah, absolutely.
We're going to absolutely keep this moving here. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up for this evening, though. Rob, we appreciate you being a degenerate and just the mindset of a degenerate and just pretending to do what you do. We appreciate that a lot. We're going to go ahead and wrap some things up here for the weekend. I'm going to give you guys your thoughts here. But before I give you your thoughts, busy weekend here in the 740 Sports Show world, boys and girls. We got double duty this weekend. We got 2 Sunday episodes, Bub.
It's like having twins.
Sunday, it's like having twins. We got a Sunday doubleheader, episode 51, coming to you at 10 a.m. live from the Chillicothe Card Show. And we're going to be there. They're going to be there 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're going to be there kicking off with them at 10 a.m. We're going to be talking about sports cards, doing our thing. And then in the afternoon, we're going to be meeting with Coach Darian Lewis, the field manager for the Chillicothe Paint Squad, Bub. They've got hot bats right now. We're going to be meeting with him and chatting with him live from VA Memorial Stadium. So that's going to be an awesome time as well. It's kids night there in the at the VA Memorial Stadium as well. So bring your kids out. God knows I will be, and we'll be having an absolutely absolutely great time at VA Memorial Stadium. So getting out and do all those fun things with us. We're looking forward to that. An action-packed weekend from the 740 Sports Show, boys and girls. I hope you can join us for it. But if not, no sweat. Busy Sunday. Hey, Rob, Bub, Brown, you got anything else you want to talk about this evening?
I got one thing. Before 7 o'clock hit, the NBA just announced an 11-year, $76 billion media rights deal. I don't know if you guys saw it. 11 years. So it's looking like the players are going to be getting paid a lot more coming up in the years. They're predicting in the 2030s that we're going to have our first $100 million player a season at some point.
And it'll be Victor Wembanyama.
Probably, yeah. It's a great guess. The only other
guess
thing
I can
to
give you
note is we may be losing TNT for the people that love TNT like myself.
That's tough.
Charles
that
Barkley
sucks. Yeah, I saw he was leaving.
I'm sure they'll go someplace else, you know.
Are they all leaving?
Well, Charles is done.
Kenny's retiring.
He's saying that, but he said that in the past. So
who?
We'll
Kenny?
See. No, Charles.
Yeah. I know Charles has it. Kenny's done.
You think so?
He just made the Hall of Fame this past year.
I mean, he can't even walk up a set of stairs.
That's why they got the little
chalk outlining caution, Dave. Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
But yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Just wanted to mention that players are going to be getting paid even more coming up.
Wow. Hey, that's insightful from the senior basketball guy. We appreciate that little look ahead. That's interesting coming from you. Rob, do you have anything like that?
I don't. Nothing.
Come on, man.
Everything I got is just as interesting as that. So
okay, go ahead.
That was it. That was
great.
No, I don't have anything. As
Bruce
Bruce
Hurst would say, you shot your wad early by talking about all that gambling stuff.
Yeah. I did see. What was your guys' thoughts on what came up with Dak and Hurts? Have you guys seen
I haven't seen this.
Well, I can't remember what show was on or who said it. They were talking about it, and the question was which one was better. And the guy said, "There's nothing on the field that Hurts can do that Dak can't do better, other than the read option."
Push.
Or
mention that right out
that
the
was the
gate.
other one. The read option or the tush push. What are your thoughts on that?
I think
Dak
just
Prescott does
I think
everything
just
better other than those
purely
two.
at extending a broken play, it hurts. Dak can extend a broken ankle.
Yes, you
I
can.
mean,
I think Dak's better at
Do
extending.
you think
broken
Dak
play-
is
No,
than
no,
Jalen?
no.
yeah.
Easy. You know Jalen Hurts means something to me. Chill out. Dak is better at avoiding those broken plays. He's better at getting the ball out earlier. That's all I was saying. Like, it's not necessarily he's lesser than. He gets the ball out earlier. I think it's his mentality. I'm getting rid of this. We got 7 viewers, Bub. It's a kid's show. Effing ball this evening. So I think it's a little bit different. They just have 2 different mindsets. I mean,
So then I'll throw it to this. How far has Dak gotten you in the playoffs?
I mean, you can't say
How far
he
has
won a
Jalen
Super
Hurts?
Bowl. Jalen Hurts got a Super Bowl. I
So, hold
base
on,
that
hold
on team. I'm talking about quarterback in general. I'm
who
not
you
talking about
taking,
team
Nick
sport.
Foles or Dak Prescott?
Thank you. Point.
So are you asking me who I'm taking? Dak or Jalen?
Yes.
Jalen. I can do
Same.
more with Jalen.
Jalen
Same.
showed me 6 straight weeks of flaws last year, boys.
I don't know.
Wait,
Six
hold on.
straight
You're
weeks
taking
of
Dak?
flaws. I'm just saying, did Dak have a lesser offense or a higher powered offense than Jalen?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Hall of Fame center.
CeeDee
AJ
Lamb is
Brown.
better than Devontae and AJ.
AJ Brown.
Yeah.
So CD's better, but he's one guy. Philly had a better interior defense. Like Philly kind of laid an egg late last year. I'm a Philly guy. I want Jalen Hurts to be the guy in that division, so I don't have to have this conversation. But I can't pretend that he doesn't do a ton better than Dak Prescott. Like, he didn't do much.
I think the Cowboys has a better defense, right? Can we all agree on that?
They
Have
were
better
injured
defense
to
than
the
I thought so as well.
Yeah,
top
I
to
mean-
bottom. They were injured
Yeah.
top to bottom, though.
They have overall.
I mean, they got a
paper,
Digazua, and if you ask Travis, if they got a Digazua who's got the better defense, he's going to say the Cowboys.
The Cowboys do, but they were injured top to bottom. Like, you can't.
Yeah, but Philly was just injured from not having anybody all year because they suck at secondary.
Yeah, their
Well,
whole secondary.
problem was-
decimated.
Their
Yeah.
defense
Darius
wasn't.
Slay's
Their
terrible.
their front 7 wasn't. Yeah, Darius Slay's terrible. Let me.
Yeah,
tell
but
you.
their front 7,
Yeah,
I mean,
their
other than
front
like
7
Fletcher Cox
wasn't-
at the time, is just young though. I mean, you got N'Kobe Dean, you got Jalen Carter, like you just got young
Jalen
guys
Carter,
that got to
he was
develop.
Terrible.
They got murdered the last 5 weeks of the season.
Like you just gotta
I
get
agree.
these
Bub's
young
putting dirt
guys.
on top of himself right
Me
now.
and
naming
Bub are
players.
right along.
No, yeah.
Hey, I love you guys, man. 2v2 tonight. How about that?
Anyways,
We call
that's
it a
my
draw.
thoughts.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, you can take Rob on your team in any video game or
Brother,
anything.
hey, I'm just telling you what I see. You're telling me what you see. You know that's why you're my lifelong brother, bub. We don't get to choose our family. You
Trey
can
said
run me
Dak
either way.
equals wash. I mean,
I just want to say I think there's something
Dak-
behind.
He's also an
Dak's
Eagle
coming
fan.
off his best year. Dak is literally coming off his
Yeah.
best season. We can't say
Yep.
wash. That's ignorant.
Absolutely.
Trey, be better.
now keep doing it.
I think there's something behind the fact that the Cowboys haven't signed him yet. If he is this great, sign him first.
We went
Make
through this
sure
the
he gets
last
a
time
deal
before
first.
he did all this, though, right?
Yeah,
like we
man,
went through
it's-
this before the ankle injury, and then he had the ankle injury,
Yeah.
and people said we'd never have Dak again, and then we had Dak again, and then some. Like, I can't hear that, dude. Like, Dak's had literally every excuse to go off of, and the guy continues to ball. Like,
Yep.
I can't hate
In the
Dak.
regular season.
They just don't want
In the regular season. That's where he needs to be better. Rob, guys got to be better in the
He
postseason.
does.
You gotta give me 2 playoff wins this year, or I'm out on Dak. Give me 2
All right.
playoff wins.
There you go.
And listen,
I'll make it
I don't want to
happen.
hear any. I don't want to hear any more Cowboys
Thanks,
talk
Rob.
either after they got embarrassed
By Jordan Love.
by Jordan Love. Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
I mean,
You guys are-
embarrassed.
you guys
Rob
are
was
talking
texting
like
in the
Jordan
first
Love's
quarter,
garbage.
throwing the towel.
He was. Okay, I agree with that. They got cooked. Again, defense, injuries has nothing to do with the performance of Dak Prescott.
Correct.
That's my opinion. And
Putting up
Green
points
Bay,
does.
that bye week, man, that bye week doesn't necessarily help everybody. the bye week that Dallas had going into that playoff game.
Yeah.
A team that's not gelling and has no continuity. Trust me, Brown, I would have loved for the Pittsburgh Steelers to have had a bye week. Let me talk
gonna
on
be
both sides
honest,
of my mouth for a moment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but let me just say, too, it doesn't necessarily benefit a team that's injured and trying to figure things out. I'll just leave it at that. Bub, I know you got things to do. Bub's looking at me like, hey, man, let's just move on.
Been long enough.
It's been long enough for Bub.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great thing about this upcoming season. You know, we'll get to see the Cowboys lose another one-and-done playoff series. Like, we're really going to sit here and say Dak, who can't get you out of the first damn round, is better than Jalen Hurts. Like, come on,
dude. I literally just said he's got to win 2 playoff games to be anything.
He's not doing it this year. He's not doing it.
He's not doing it. He's not even getting him to the playoffs this year unless Deuce Vaughn pops off.
You act like I didn't have them at the lowest record of all of us. Come on now. I had them at the worst record of all of us.
You can't wait. I can't either.
Rob, do you think you guys are making the playoffs? You
Yes.
probably
Walk
do,
out of
right?
this podcast, boys and
course.
girls.
If you were a betting man, Rob,
Walk out.
would you bet me $20 that the Cowboys win their division this year?
Yes.
Hey, Brown.
Yes.
You're welcome to watch games at our house because Chelsea said she's welcoming Rob to watch games.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So hey,
they can be delusional together.
Hey, bring Banksy anytime you want. Me,
I got
you, Banksy, Jack. We'll kick it and we'll watch the Steelers play.
We'll watch
And
a good
Rob,
football team.
Rob and Chelsea.
I'm gonna have to come down there and watch it because I ain't paying money to watch it at my house.
Last time
Well
you were
played.
down at Brown's house, you took a picture and then left for the night.
Sure did.
Well, it wasn't Brown's
Dude,
house.
I remember that.
He just shows up, takes a picture to post on like social media and leaves.
I don't post
Yeah,
anything.
bro.
I didn't even take the picture.
Yeah, that's tough.
He said, we good,
That's
guys?
tough.
We good? All right.
Hey.
see you
We
later.
good? I'm out.
I'm out. See ya. Hey, here's some Afrin. I'm gonna take some pictures. That's the way
Yeah,
it went
pretty
that
much.
night, pretty much. Hey, does anyone else? I got kind of lost in the shuffle there for a minute there, boys and girls. I don't know who
Bub
we
was
left
last
off on.
up.
Yeah,
Bub.
Rob said absolutely nothing, so it's up.
We just had a 10-minute conversation on what I said. What are you talking
You
about?
shot
true.
your water early.
I got 2 things.
Yeah, you did. Go ahead, Bub. 2 things.
This is just the daily reminder that Travis Elliott said that WVU would make the college football playoffs this year.
Are you gonna do that
And,
every episode?
Absolutely.
Until
It's going to be sitting
January.
here until the season is over.
Every single episode. Okay.
So it is right there on top of my computer. Second thing, did you guys see like the sentencing on Wander Franco? And like what
didn't.
actually
I saw that they
no.
convicted him, but I didn't see a sentence.
Yeah. I didn't see like how long or anything, but like did you seen the reason why and everything? Like, did you guys read the story?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
he
knew
was a
why he got in
major.
trouble.
He was a major playing in the minors.
Correct.
Yeah, it was insane. I was like, what a dumbass. Like
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
in the hell? And like
Yeah.
the mom or whatever, like, oh my god.
I'll have to read that. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're talking
Bob.
about. You just gave me like little
Bub's got
pieces of it.
texts and everything from the conversation. Like,
No, I just read an article and I was just like, are you shitting me?
There
like,
we
'cause
go.
I
There's
just-
Bub's cuss word.
Ever since I heard like he got kicked out of the MLB, I just never really like investigated it. It didn't.
You
Anyway,
didn't
how long
wonder
did he
about
get?
it anymore.
Yeah, I never wondered about Franco.
So stupid.
How long did he get?
But I don't know. We said at the start of this, we don't know,
I
Rob.
thought
Do
you
your
said that I
research
see
because
it.
I didn't do mine properly. You got to do yours properly.
That sure
You
sounds
do mine
like you
properly.
did.
It just
bro.
brings up a topic and doesn't have any facts about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Rob, that's you talking about the Cowboys.
That's true, dude. Come on, Rob. Be better, Rob. Hey, is
You're-
that it from
oh,
everyone? Is that
I'm
it?
done.
I love getting.
I'm
done.
Bub's worked.
Like the sad thing is I got to see Rob at 7:00 till 8:00 on Wednesdays and Sundays. That's how I'm gonna end my night.
You are the only person.
And
who
then
has
I'm gonna
less
get
than-
off of
who
here
has
and
less
talk.
than You're the only person who has less than $100,000 in their bank account who could get Bubba worked up. Because it seems like Bubba can only get worked up by overpaying
Williams.
rich people, bro.
Yep.
But man, I'm telling you, Bub, we appreciate your patience. With
I'm gonna get off here when we're done, and I'm gonna go to Discord and I'm gonna talk to Rob some more while he plays Call of Duty. That's the sad thing about this.
Well, hey, I'm glad you guys are playing Call of Duty tonight because I was about to bring up we got the
Mhm.
release of NCAA 25 coming out in a week from yesterday, boys and girls. 6 days from NCAA 25. Are you all getting this game, and how hyped are you?
Yeah, you are.
Oh my God, 10 out of 10 hype. I cannot wait. It's been 11 years, guys. 11
It's been
long
84 years.
Yes. It's been so long, man. I can't wait.
I would
All
love
right.
to. I'm just not purchasing a console for it. So
Yeah, and I already purchased a
Hey.
console, so I just need somebody to purchase the game, Eric.
All right, I'll help you out there, Bub. Hey, Bub left his console at my house like
I mean,
forever
I'm
ago.
gonna be up there playing. What day is it? The
Whoa.
15th. I was supposed to say playing with you. What do you mean? It does sound a little weird. Pause. Is it the 15th? It's early access, right?
16th.
If you had,
It's
16.
if you pre-order, you get early access, right?
the
I don't know. That's what
16th.
Arizona State's team thought too, Bub. But
The
it's
16th
not the way
at
it went.
midnight,
Did you
I
guys
think.
see that?
16th of midnight.
Yeah. Did you guys see that? Arizona State's team competed in like King of the Boards or something for pre-orders of the game.
Oh
and
yeah, I heard about that.
their coach revealed that they didn't really have pre-orders. So I went straight to the comments and I was like, I gotta see what this is about, bro. And the comments,
are always better.
first one, bro. First 1 second. Arizona State has entered the transfer portal. Bro, my coach tells me I'm getting NCAA 25. I cook someone in King of the Boards and I don't. It's over, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got no trust left.
Yep, absolutely. Hey,
You got
before
no
we go-
credibility.
Absolutely. But before we go, again, Hoop Project, July 20th, 21st. The deadline for that is July 15th. So register. That's at Gallipolis City Park. Should be a great time. We're definitely going to be there on the Sunday of that event. So should be a great time. Again, July 15th deadline, the Hoop Project, July 20th and 21st. Get on down there. And then we got the South Gallia Golf Scramble, September 28th. And that's at Cliffside in Gallipolis. And that has an 8:30 tee off, boys and girls. We may need to touch base with our good buddy Travis Elliott and see if there's anything we could do to throw a 4 into that one. That would be a great time.
Throw a little 740, emphasis on the
Mhm.
4.
A
Yep.
little something. A little something.
And,
into
and you
that.
know you got honest people too. We're not going to drop balls
Yeah,
and try
yeah.
and call for par after that.
Nobody trusts a guy in a snapback.
I wouldn't. I'm good. I wouldn't.
He's
No, bro. I was just kidding. I was just messing with you. No, I'm right there with you. Don't trust it. Don't trust Brown. But yeah, I'm with you. We have the bunch. We have the bunch that you could trust us. We'll be honest. also
We'll even
help out
live
your-
video it. That'll be great content.
How about
Ooh.
that? How about that? Hole by hole coverage from the golf scramble. How
I'm
about
down.
Good
that, boys
idea.
and girls?
Yeah, that's a good
Hey,
idea.
Hey, we're down to help out. We're down to promote the cause and do what South Gallia does, which is golf and win basketball games. Shout out to Travis Elliott, Coach Elliott, doing what you do. Boys and girls, before we go, do you have a random athlete you'd like to wrap up with this evening? That's kind of how we wrap up here on the 740 Sports Show. You got anyone that comes to mind this evening?
I'll go first. Carlos Boozer.
Oh, that's a good one. I
Carlos
actually,
Bruiser.
as a matter of fact, Bruiser? No, Bub, he just boozes, not
Boozer.
bruises.
Bruiser, bud. That was back in the day.
Oh, okay,
I
got
also have a basketball guy, Bub.
I mean,
You're
there's
up.
plenty of basketball
I'm
guys.
just saying.
Oh,
you're
I
up.
thought you were naming it. I mean, I thought like I named mine to start the episode. I felt like mine, started
Okay,
the
Bob's
episode
got
with
Corey
Corey
Maggette.
Maggette.
Okay. Corey
Yeah.
Maggette. Maggette.
Corey Maggette.
Rob?
Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner. Yankees outfielder. Wow.
Correct.
Okay.
Another
Nick-
Yankee.
Big
Yeah.
old bald noggin on him.
Yeah, wow. Okay, New York Yankee. I love everything about that. How about Rex Chapman?
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Huh?
Okay.
That's very random. Yeah.
Anyone know who Rex Chapman is?
Not off the top of
I've
my
heard the
head.
name. Yeah. I've heard the name.
All right, we've heard the name. Do your homework on Rex Chapman. Boys and girls, that's going to do it for us here on episode 50 of the 740 Sports Show. Hey, producer Trav over here says, I know who Rex Chapman is. He gave me the thumbs up. I'm a little disappointed in you, but super proud.
Trav's very
Hey,
cultured.
Actually,
We're not cultured.
Actually, I lied. He gave me the Rex Kwando hands. He's wrong. That's going to do it for us here on the 740 Sports Show. None of you guys, I'm disappointed in all of you. Hey, we appreciate all of you guys. If you took the time to watch this, thank you so much. Hey, be sure to like our, be sure to check out our social media stuff. We got some really cool social media stuff going on. So our producer Trav, we're going to get him to pull up our social media stuff here and get him to, there we go. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on the YouTube, and follow us on Instagram. That's how we grow, boys and girls. That's how we get bigger. And I don't know, if you're interested, that sure helps us. I don't know how it feels about, or how you feel about it, but it sure helps us. Thanks for watching this one, episode 50 of the 7-4 Sports Show. Bub, Rob, Brown, thanks for joining us. Producer Trav, thank you for your time. We appreciate you this Wednesday evening of the 740 Sports Show.
Bye.